accept the fact that the city is headed for a disaster of biblical proportion. It was 2080s, it's Old Testament in there. Real wrath of God type stuff. And fire, brimstone, skies, rivers, seas, boiling. Human sacrifice, dogs and cats living together. That was terrible.
Happy New Year! Ah, yes. Happy New Year, lady. Fantastic. Ah, yes, that magical time when we all collectively pretend that the last 365 days didn't happen. Listen, don't try to don't try to say that you didn't. No, because you do that every year. All of you, all of you do it every single year. And now here I'm having to sit there and talk about it because these are the facts. The facts are that every time we get to January, you guys forget what happened over the last 365 days and say, "Oh, I'm gonna be a new me." Suddenly, it's like suddenly we've been handed a new shiny notebook. We're all either to scribble down, new year, new me fantasies, right? You know the drill: gym memberships, kale smoothies, and all the good vibes only hashtags. Right? Yeah, it's like, oh my gosh, I'm going to do this. I've been saying set the standard and raise the bar forever. I do it every week. No, I do it every day. But you know, people all of a sudden January comes around. Oh my God, I ate too much. I ate too much at Thanksgiving. I ate too much at Christmas. I'm 30 pounds overweight. All I do is eat s'mores. Ah, and guess what? Here's what happens. You know, let's talk about those gym memberships and those attempts for a moment, shall we? I mean, we should, right? New Year hits. You go walking in the gym like you're He-Man, ready to save your flabby self from 2024. The smell of sweat mixed with desperation. It's practically intoxicating, is it not? And grab your water bottle, strut past the wall of mirrors, because who doesn't love watching their own disappointment? And guess what happens? Uh, you get immediately sucked into the vortex of gym day one. And the enthusiasm? Well, it lasts for about 5 minutes until everyone remembers that they hate working out and absolutely love breathing and not breathing heavily. So by day three, everyone's negotiating with themselves. Okay, how about a solid 5 minutes of walking on the treadmill while I scroll through my Uncle Sam's favorite conspiracy theory? Should I? I know they're talking about Uncle Sam. Maybe I should be called Uncle Sam, right? Uncle Sam's conspiracy theories. No. Listen, I'm not old enough to be an uncle. What? What? April 1st, 1901. Well, would you stop it and said I could be the couple of uncles over? What do you get out of here? Oh, whatever. I don't want to hear that. Okay, so back to the gym. This solid fitness strategy of doom scrolling on the treadmill for 5 minutes because you got to get your scrolls in, right? So, but everybody, the treadmill, it doesn't even go higher than 3.0, and because then all of a sudden you'll start breathing heavily. So, oh man, and then of course you sit there and say, oh well, I'm already stronger. I'm three days into this. I'm already stronger. So absolutely. And you're flexing your muscles, saying, "Oh my gosh, look at my gains!" As you go and grab the Doritos bag. It's true. It's true. Don't say that it's not. Don't say that it's not because it is. It is. Shout out to a couple of people here, real quick. I got Casual in here. I have Sergeant Schultz, Big M, Cato, a couple of other people. So Curtis, Sergeant Schultz says gyms are a waste of money. You can do everything at home. Yeah, what is it? Calisthenics or something. You can. Yeah, you don't need to go to a gym. Nothing's worse than going to the gym and then seeing the person who's dripping in sweat just walk off the machine or walk off, and they don't wipe their sweat down. There's this big old sweat mark, and it's like, well, hey, dude, aren't you gonna wipe the? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? The whole chair's soaked. Oh my gosh, it's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. So, but okay. So then, what else you have? What else you have? Oh, right. There's diets. Oh my gosh. How could I overlook diets? Keto, paleo, Mediterranean. Don't even get me started on intermittent fasting. They just call it like moments of starvation. So, uh, I mean, I'm sure that everybody brings a salad to work. What are you trying to do? You're trying to give olive oil a run for her money in the health department. Only to find yourself crammed in a corner, shoving Pop Tarts in your mouth during lunch breaks like some kind of trained raccoon. I mean, there's always that one coworker, the health guru. Oh, I thought you were on a diet, and they say it as I, as you soak, your salad and ranch dressing. Oh man, you are right. Yeah, I thought you were on a diet. Thanks, Skeletor. Golly, thanks, Skeletor. Good grief. Then we have all those 80s families gatherings. I mean, well, the 80s, 90s, well, family gathering. 80s, 70s, 80s, 90s. I mean, just think about it. Your family's all gathering. Every single year this happens, every decade. I mean, who decided that once a year the whole family had to get together and endure each other for a few days? Right? Lovely to see you, Ma Beagle. Yes, I've gained weight. And yes, I'm still single. Please tell me more about how my cousin just married a Voltron pilot and claims he can fix her for life. Right? Yeah, right. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. Come on, Ma Beagle. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Oh, man. And then there's the festive cheer. You know what I'm talking about, right? Be nice to your coworkers. Sure. Let's all ignore the fact that Alf still thinks it's okay to microwave cats in the lunchroom. Oh. And don't even get me started on the drummer from Jim and the Holograms, who seems convinced that her kale-based cookies are a gift to mankind. I'll be civil, but I'm currently crafting a silent prayer, a silent incantation for the return of the world's natural order, also known as the pre-2020 snack van. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to tell me that I got to share my coffee with Destro, right? It's getting absurd. Absolutely absurd. And yes, drivers. Yeah, oh yeah. Nothing but good vibes in 2025. Good vibes in 2025. Alive and thrive in 2025. And yet here you are driving, waving your bird finger, getting mad. It becomes a minefield of road rage. Talk about all those good vibes and good vibrations. They're all gone. They're all gone. They're all gone because somebody cut you off in the interstate and you're sitting there wagging your middle finger at them, and it's like, hold on, stay calm. But nothing says relaxed and good vibes like people who drive like they're auditioning for the role in Death Proof. Right? Oh man, good grief. Now, now, you know what happens is, you ever think about that? Like, you never sit there and pull up to someone and roll down your window and then fuss at them. You keep your windows up and you stay behind them and you just fuss at them from behind. I can't believe that. It's okay though. This is all part of the New Year journey. That's what you need to tell yourself. It's all about the New Year journey and how the new year comes about. Now, a couple of other things here that I have. Now, hold on. Let's see. This is very interesting. I have, I believe, something. Well, I think it is. Let's see here. See if we can get this up and running. Looks like I have a phone call coming in. So, caller, you are live. Well, nope. Looks like that the caller's not there. Well, I thought that the caller was going to be there. Not well. I guess. Well, I tried. I did try. Okay. So as this new year trudges on, of course, I find myself at a certain place. There are all the gym attempts, diet failures, awkward family dinners, bizarre coworker interactions. All these are just pieces of a jigsaw puzzle that ultimately paints a picture of life, a picture of imperfections, and lessons that are learned. At the end of the day, you got to think about this. None of it matters quite as much as the time that we get to spend with our family and our friends and all those ridiculous characters in our lives that somehow, against all odds, manage to make each day a bit crazier, yet a lot richer. So here's to those heartwarming moments that light up our lives and that hopefully lights up your life in 2025. All right, yeah, all right. Would you guys stop? All right, enough of the tissues. All right, enough of the tissues, folks. I can hear you guys sniffling out there. I hear everybody sniffling out there in the audience, from all the mushy stuff. And honestly, even though we might not have it all together, we are all lucky to share these moments with the ones that we love. Be it Brave Star at breakfast or Monstar's Mob at lunch. Cheers to family, friends, and another year of gracefully failing at New Year's resolutions together in true retro nostalgic fashion. Yep. And that's the truth. It is the truth. And I'm telling you what, it is the new year. And, I think that everybody needs to understand that the new year is not January 1st. It's actually April 1st, right? And the reason why they call it April Fool's Day is because you're a fool for believing that it is not the start of the new year. As flowers bloom, as the trees get leaves again. No. That's right. January. Yeah, when everything's dead. When everything is dead, all the leaves are dead. The trees have no leaves. The flowers are wilted. There is no vegetables on the ground growing. Everything's dead. You think that's the start of the new year? You think that brings life? No, life starts in the spring, April the 1st. It's only called April Fool's Day because you're a fool believing that it's not the first of the year. So, and it's also my birthday. You know that, right? It's my birthday. It is. 11/22 here on the 4th day of January in the year 2025. So have I saying 2024 all day? I don't know. It feels weird to say 2025. It does. It does. But alive and thrive in 2025. I mean that's what I am. Well, that's the new phrase. Alive and thrive in 2025. Well, I mean, you can good vibes and thrive. Good vibes and thrive in 2025. Yeah, good vibes and thrive. That's another one too. We use both of them interchangeably. But alive and thrive 2025. Wishing all of you a wonderful, wonderful 2025. Now, one of the things that I am going to do. Let's see here. Do we have? We do have this all up in. Yeah. So when I was sitting there going over the news, one of the things that really upset me is the fact that we're not hearing about the drones anymore, right? You remember the drones? Yeah, of course. Yeah, you forgot all about them. I mean, how could you remember them? There's been so much other news that you forget about everything. So, but uh, yeah. But okay, so here you go. This just came across my desk. It is Splatter Day. Did you know that? It is Splatter Day. And what does that mean? You follow toy mercs, take some pictures of your action figures and toys, and be a part of the Splatter Day Fest. So a happy Splatter Day. Oh, and congratulations. Toy mercs, I think they passed 4,000 followers on Instagram. Yeah. Hey, yeah, pretty soon they're gonna get it. They're gonna catch up with me, right? Well, we yeah. Listen, when they started sitting there saying that I was posting misinformation and that they were going to take away my monetization, that's when I stopped caring about all of it. I mean, I don't, social media is not what's going to make me continue this. And in fact, I was around before social media even was. Same thing with the radio. People always wondering, like, Sam, why do why don't you put more emphasis on your social media? Well, because I'm a real radio broadcaster. That's why. I'm a real broadcast professional here. And even though, and we are going to set up the podcast and everything this year, we're going to get all of that set up. It's all a matter of due time. Patience, young grasshopper, patience. Okay. So I'm going to be back at 11:40. 11:40 is when I will return. Shout out to everybody who is here in Facebook, YouTube, and X. I see all of you there. Hello, all of you, Facebook, YouTube, and X. And the Sam Cam over here, the Instagram feed. So that's at Sam Newsman, all over social media. That's where you're going to find me, at Sam Newsman, all over social media. Got a radio only segment here coming up. And then, like I said, I'll be back around 11:40 to close out the show and get this place situated in preparation for mixtapes with Sir Philosopher coming in right after this award-winning radio show. So it is 11:25 here on the 4th day of January in the year 2025. Setting the standard and raising the bar here on the only award-winning radio show dedicated to the magic and nostalgia of Saturday morning, hosted by me, a real media puppet. Shout out to Casper, real quick before I head out. Shout out to Casper. I see you over there. You're the man. Love Casper. Love his photography too. So good. Like the mind of a child. Does a great job too. I love it. Absolutely love it. Anyways, setting the standard, raising the bar here on the only award-winning radio show dedicated to the magic and nostalgia of Saturday morning, hosted by me, a real award-winning media puppet. From the most trusted puppet in media, reporting since Roswell, I'm Sam Newsman. And this is Saturday Morning.